Welcome back to FM Story. We are in season 16 of the South American Glory Hunt save. We did finally manage to get a club in Uruguay. We are with Cerrito. We've not had the best start to the season, but in the last episode, we managed to win 2 games and sort of start to turn things around before we lost in the last game against River Plate, who are top of the table. First up in this episode, we've got Chance for Revenge over Montevideo City Talk, who beat us in the Intermedio final in our first game in charge of Cerrito. So without further ado, let's get into the action. So we're straight into the action with a game against Montevideo City Talk. It gives us an opportunity for a bit of revenge because our first game in charge at Cerrito was that Intermedio final where they beat us 2-1. We've picked the same team that started the last game against River Plate. We aren't on the best run of form. We've obviously played 5 games in the league. We lost the opening 2 pretty heavily. We won 2 in a row before losing against River Plate. Now, Montevideo City Talk are currently second, a couple of points behind River Plate. River Plate did beat us in that last game, although they didn't completely outclass us. So we might have a chance here. We are at home as well. So hopefully we can put in a good performance and hopefully sneak a result here. So we're going 4-2-3-1. They're going 4-2-3-1 as well. Right, Ferreira with a throw for us. Uzaglo to Caballero, who gives it away. And now they're breaking. And that was the problem in the opening couple of league games that hasn't really shown itself too much in the 3 games since, but we're just giving the ball away in stupid positions and then letting them break on us. We give the ball away in the middle of the pitch. They go up the other end. They managed to get a cross into the box. And we're 1-0 down. And there we are, half-time, 1-0 down. I mean, if you look at the match stats, it looks like we've done pretty well. I mean, we've had barely any of the ball. But the important one is the goal. They've scored it. And we've not looked like scoring at any point. Right, we've sent the same team out to start the second half. We've given them a bit of a rollicking at half time. Nothing has really changed so far. Right, we made some substitutions. We changed the 3 behind Perez and we brought Wenderson on at right back. Caballero with a free kick and the keeper pushes it behind for a corner. Mendoza to take it. In swing it towards the back post. It's headed clear and out for a throw-in. And it looks like we're just not going to pose much of a threat in this game either. Into injury time. And there we are, full time, 1-0. I mean, we saw one highlight for them in the whole game, which was us giving the ball away, them going up the other end of the pitch and scoring. And then we've just not really done anything. I mean, the one highlight I think we saw in the second half was that free kick which led to the corner. But yeah, we're now back down to 3rd bottom, having lost 4 out of our opening 6 games. We are into the middle of September. We've got a game coming up against Wanderers, and things are up and down, I think, is the way to describe them. We've played a couple of games since that game against Montevideo City Talk, and 1 good, 1 bad. We're currently down in 12th in this closing stage. Obviously, luckily they had a good opening stage, so we're not going to be at danger of being relegated. But we just have not found a way for this team to work. 1-2-0 away at Cerro. Early goal from Damian Perez, and then a penalty in the second half from Caballero. Unfortunately, we lost Ricardo Ferreira for a few weeks to injury in that game. And then in the most recent game, we lost 2-0 away at Racing Club to Montevideo. Just a real stinker of a performance all round when you look at the individual player ratings there. And so, as we said, it has us down in 12th. We do have a game in hand on everyone apart from Danubio, which is obviously the game in hand there. If we do win it, it takes us into the top half, but Danubio are actually doing pretty well this season. But it is close. So one result could see us go up the table. Wanderers, who we're playing next, currently sat in 6th. They've got 14 points from their 9 games in the closing stage. So they've started pretty well. And they've got a couple of players right up at the top of the assists as well. So we'll have to hopefully try and keep them quiet and see if we can pick up a result here. So this is the side we've picked for the trip to Wanderers. Marquez is coming at left back instead of Ferreira. Otherwise, it's pretty much the same group of players that we've had available for the majority of the season. And hopefully we can do something to turn around this form. 3 losses out of the last 4 games. Wanderers, though, have won 3 on the bounce going into this game. So they're going 4-4-2. We're sticking with the 4-2-3-1. All right, a throw for them. And we're just going backwards at a pace here. Punted long. We've missed, 3 of our players missed the ball there. Three of our players went for the same long ball and basically collided with each other, and then left their player with a clean run through on goal to beat the keeper. Right, Caballero now finds Perez, turns and shoots from distance, and it goes high and wide. Right, they've turned and running at the defence. We've tried to stop the cross coming in, but it does come in. And luckily, we managed to get a block on it at the near post to put it behind for a corner. And we've got a head on the corner. I managed to get it clear. Right, Marquez with a throw high up the pitch. Uzaglo finds Caballero. He turns, finds Adevaldo in the box, and he just can't quite find that top corner. Right, a throw for them. A long ball over the top. Fernandez takes it down, goes back to the keeper. And then Pereira lifts it up long. It's flicked on by Perez. Adevaldo to Ponti. Looks to go around the outside. There's a challenge made, but he gets the ball back. Cross is deflected into the arms of the keeper. And then the keeper goes long. And we've missed another long ball. And thankfully he's put it wide. But if our centre defenders can't deal with a long ball like that, we've got no chance. Marquez at the back finds Ponti on the left. It's aimed for Perez. It's headed clear. Caballero. And somehow we've got ourselves level. Adevaldo turns it home. So Ponti lifts it into the box looking for Perez. It's headed clear. Venderson to Caballero to Beltran, all one touch. And then Adevaldo with the first time finish from 6 yards out to level it at 1-1. And there we are. Half-time 1-1. Somehow we've got ourselves back on level terms. We were better the longer that went on, but the long ball over the top is causing us some serious problems. Right, we made no change at half time. We came back into that, so hopefully we can continue in the second half the way we ended the first half. Right, we've got a lot of players struggling fitness-wise, so we made a few changes. We managed to get ahead on that cross, and Ponti helps it away. Bazaglo with a challenge there. Another ball in behind, low cross, and they're in front. It looks like our defenders just can't cope with anything over the top or down the channels. And from the kickoff, Barbosa, who's just come on to Pizaglo. Lopez, who's just come on. Fernandez, out to Marquez on the left. Given how much we give the ball away, it's scary to me that we had the ball for so long in our own half there. But we have given it away, and this is going to be a long ball up the top, presumably. And this time we won a header, but they get the loose ball. And thankfully, the keeper turns it over for a corner. Into the near post, up in the air. It's still alive. It's shifted across the box, right out to this right-hand side, and then nothing comes of it. You know, they're running behind the defence. It goes past him again. Tries to play infield, it's blocked, but it's a couple of shot passes blocked, and then the shot from the edge of the area is over the top. Another long ball from the keeper. Another header one. This time we get the loose ball and then give it away again. Another long ball. We've tried to go the long ball and it just goes straight through to their keeper. And Lopez cuts it out. Buzaglo finds Vasquez. Infield to Barbosa. It's helped back to the keeper. That looked like a back pass, but well. And the keeper again goes long. And again we win the header, but again they get the loose ball. And then another ball over the top. Yeah. This is the first time we've seen this as well. It's not been a case in any of the other games that a ball over the top and our defenders are getting nowhere near them. And there we are, full time, 3-1 defeat, and we just look so fragile. Anytime the ball goes forward, we're in trouble. And there we are, the end of another episode, and things are not going particularly well in this first half season with Cerrito. That's 4 defeats in our last 5 games. It's 6 defeats in our opening 9 games in the closing stage of the league. And unfortunately, things are not going to get better anytime soon. Coming up at the start of the next episode, we've got a game against Nacional. And then we've also got a game coming up against Peñarol as well. So there may be more pain ahead. Join us next time to see if we can somehow manage to miraculously turn this around. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.